getting a lot of questions about where I get my hilarious from. And the answer is my father. The only difference is I know my joking limits. He also would tell me things when I was little, just believable enough for me to be like, ah! But there is this one joke, to this day, I have never forgiven my father for. I think I was around 7 when this happened. It was just after religious classes. So I'm eating a bagel with my father thinking it's totally normal. Then he mentions that for our church, he has to do a blood drive. And I was like, what? And then he explains to me that a blood drive is just you give blood. And I was like, how do they take it? And he was like, they stick a needle in you and fill a slack. And I was like, ew! In that moment, I looked at my father and I said, I will never give blood in my whole life. And instead of my dad being a normal father and explaining, hey, it's actually a good thing when you give blood. And it's not painful. And it's not that scary. You know what this man says? This man looks at me and goes, well, Madeline, actually, if you don't get your blood drawn throughout your life, your body will fill with too much blood and explode. And never told me he was joking. So for 3 years, I was like, feeling my body pressure in case I might burst. And one day I asked my mom, I'm like, when do I have to do it? When do I have to get my blood drawn? And I was like 10 years old and she was like, what the are you talking about? Of course, my father, being the man that he is just giggling in the corner. And my mother looks at him and goes, Baron, what did you tell our child? So for 3 years of my life, I thought I was going to burst.